Mhm.
You start.
Okay. Okay. First of all, my name is Eric Duban Menjivar Aguirre, and my opinion about Washington is that, well, he was a man with good intention, but his ideas about fighting against the racist problem and protect the civil rights was not at all working. Like, for example, when the white community in Atlanta, Georgia, was arming themselves with guns, bombs, and go down to fight with the black community. The suggestion of Washington was that the black community wouldn't fight, just be quiet and peaceful.
That's a good point of view of what we thought about Booker T. Washington. Ale, with the same question, what do you think, or what do you expect that Booker T. Washington give you about the reading?
Well, I am Alejandra Stephanie Mejia Rivera, and to me, he was a brave man because because he always fought for the common good for Black people, and because to have more opportunities and to have a voice for them. And although people, especially white people, point to him whenever something bad happened and make him seem guilty of everything, but or for bad, but he always tried to do the right things and not lose his essence and not give up even though the others were against him.
That's correct. Kevin, with the same question again, what do you think about Booker T. Washington?
Hi, this is Kevin Daniel Mejia Moreno, and in my opinion, Washington was a good man who always was fighting for all the rights of the black people. So I think that maybe uh, almost all the time he always was pointed by white citizens because they wanted to make feel him guilty about all the bad things that happened. But I consider that he did a great job at the moment for fighting for all the rights for the black people.
That's nice. What I think about Booker T is that he was a man of pride, and how he was pride, he wasn't one that anybody that just for saying that is better than him or is better than his race, stamp him or stamp his people. He was a pride man that even with the support of millionaire men can create a scholarship for black people to make them learn about the life. And for my second question, uh, Ale, sorry, uh, what the second question you want to ask us? Your microphone.
What event happened in 1906?
Well, I remember the first payment
Mhm.
was in Brownsville. Was a Brownsville shooting. Mm,
Correct.
I remember was that were killed one white man and one man was wounded. Um, investigation was launched. When the agent got to the town, the white person of that town said the that a group of black soldiers got to the town and start to shoot, but the soldiers denied that.
That's a good point of view. What I remember about that is that, how you say, there was a white woman were killed by the Afro Americans, and the white people were very angry about that because they don't believe that they have the power to do that. So for that kill a lot of people taking arms and going kill the Afro Americans. If I remember, they killed 10 black people, and when that happened, Roosevelt ordered to separate them and finalize the what's the word and finalize the fight. Can
Well, what I remember is that, as you mentioned before, one white citizen was killed, and also I remember there was a police officer that was wounded, and of course, all the white people were angry about it, and all of them pointed to the black soldiers that were the ones who fired to the white men, right? And that's why they got angry and they took guns in order to in order to take a, I don't know, to take revenge about it. And that's why I remember that were 10 black men were killed.
yeah, that's the point of view about it.
Well, I remember about it that a white man was killed, and the people thought that the black soldiers were guilty. And the second that I remember is in Georgia, hundreds of angry people, especially white men, armed themselves with guns and descent on Atlanta. A black community, and black men and white men killed, were killed.
Yeah. And the third question, why Booker T didn't support NAACP? Do you remember about NAACP? What I just remember is that they were created to fight for the Afro-American right to vote, because the whites don't want that they vote for the next president. But that is just that I remember about them. Any idea?
Well, I remember that Washington said that the is a group member leader.
Yeah, the leader, I suppose that was William Hawkwood, if I remember. Ali, what's your opinion about NAP?
Um, I remember that Washington didn't support this organization because he thought that these people were bitter and frustrated and were looking for something more than to contribute contribute something positive.
Oh, and your opinion, Kevin?
Well, in my opinion, what I think that why Washington didn't support is that because this organization didn't I don't know how to explain that, but what I can say is that maybe he didn't support because I don't know.
Don't worry about it.